Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about
All
Australia,
right.
and specifically Canberra.
Okay.
Now, I know what you're all thinking. Canberra is just the, political center of Australia.
Right.
But we've been looking into it, and there's actually a ton of academic and research jobs there.
Yeah.
So we have a whole stack of job postings that we dug up, and we're going to be talking about all the cool opportunities available there.
Sounds good.
So to help us really dig into this, we have a fantastic expert with us today.
Hello.
Um, Maybe you could just quickly introduce yourself and tell everyone a bit about your expertise.
Yeah, sure. So I've been working in academia for over 15 years now,
Okay.
and I've actually had the opportunity to work with several universities in Canberra.
Oh, wow.
So I've seen firsthand the growth and the potential of Canberra's academic scene. It's
Oh.
really been incredible to witness.
I bet. Okay, so Canberra, academia. Let's jump in. Maybe you could tell us a bit about what makes Canberra stand out as an academic hub.
Well, one thing that surprised me when I first started looking into Canberra
Yeah.
was the sheer amount of research funding that the city attracts.
Really?
Per capita, it actually receives more research funding than any other city in Australia.
Yeah.
And this is largely thanks to its world-class universities like the Australian National University,
Yeah.
ANU, and
Yeah.
the University of Canberra, which are, globally recognized for their research and their innovative teaching methods.
That's awesome. So you mentioned ANU and the University of Canberra.
Yeah.
Those names definitely ring a bell. But
Yeah.
what is it that makes them stand out?
Well, ANU, for example, is a leader in solar technology development.
Hmm.
They're really making waves in the renewable energy field.
Interesting.
They've even received several international awards for their breakthroughs in this area.
So they're on the cutting edge.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And then you have UC, which is known for its pioneering work in teaching methodology.
Oh.
They've really embraced the idea of the flipped classroom.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
That's where students engage with the material online before coming to class.
Right, exactly.
And then the actual in-person sessions are much more interactive and hands-on
Exactly.
workshops and discussions.
Yep.
That's pretty innovative.
It is, and it's a really great way to keep students engaged and make sure that they're actually learning the material.
It's interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. So we've got cutting-edge research, we've got innovative teaching. But what about the lifestyle? What's the work-life balance like in Canberra for academics?
Oh, that's another area where Canberra really shines. There's often this stereotype of the overworked academic constantly buried in research.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But in Canberra, it's different. Most academics there work an average of 40 hours a week,
It's pretty reasonable.
which is significantly less than the national average of 44.
Wow, that's a big difference.
So, you actually have time for a life outside of work.
Okay, so that leaves more time for hobbies, for family, for just relaxing.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's really important. And what about the academic community itself?
Yeah.
I saw in some of the job postings that they mentioned competitive salaries
Right.
and a strong sense of community.
Yeah.
So what's the vibe like?
It's truly collaborative and inclusive.
Nice.
People are passionate about their work, but they also understand the importance of downtime and supporting each other.
That's great.
I remember I once attended a conference in Canberra.
Yeah.
And I was just struck by how approachable even the leading researchers were.
Oh, wow.
They were happy to chat with junior faculty,
Oh.
share their insights. It was really refreshing.
That's a nice change.
Yeah.
Sometimes academia can feel very competitive.
Yeah.
So it's good to hear that Canberra has that collaborative spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about the research, the teaching, the work-life balance, the community. But what about the actual jobs? What types of positions are we seeing in these postings?
Well, you see a wide range.
Okay.
Of course, there are the traditional research positions at ANU and teaching roles at UC.
Right.
But it's not just about becoming a professor. There are also a lot of administrative roles that are essential to keeping these universities running smoothly.
That makes sense.
So whether your expertise is in grant writing, project management, or student affairs,
Okay.
there's likely a position for you in Canberra.
So it's a pretty diverse job market.
It is.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here. Cutting-edge research, forward-thinking teaching, good work-life balance, supportive community. Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So what does this all mean for our listeners? Is Canberra calling your name?
Well, I think it certainly has a lot to offer. It's a unique blend of career opportunities
Yeah.
and a genuinely enjoyable lifestyle.
Yeah, it seems like a place where you can really thrive both professionally and personally.
Right.
So any final thoughts for our listeners who might be thinking about making a move to Canberra?
I would say, keep an open mind. Don't just dismiss Canberra as a political city. It's so much more than that. With its focus on research, innovation, and its strong academic community, Canberra might just be the next global academic powerhouse.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
That's some great advice. And for anyone who's now intrigued by the possibilities in Canberra, you can find all Canberra University jobs, ACT University jobs, and Australian university jobs at academicjobs.com. Happy exploring, everyone.